name is Abdullah Iltale Mosibe of the Masonic Gate and of the Moorish Simulator. I'm here today at the program, culture program, and I have products here. I have a newspaper called the Masonic Gate newspaper, and I've actually put out this paper as to a way to we can reclaim our culture. Those who are the misconception is that masonry started in England in 1717 by Europeans. That is indeed a misconception. Masonry goes all the way back to Egypt, the Moabites, the Canaanites, and thousands of years old. So actually using the name Masonic Gate and also our ancient symbol, the Compton Square, as a way to reclaim our culture. All right. Also, I deal with history, culture, and philosophy. I have a book called that'll be coming out in March of 2015 called The Moors and Masonry. And I see here, this is the cover of my book, and what I'm doing here, as you see, the American flag, and I know you think that the American flag is red, white, and blue, but the American flag is the Moroccan flag. George Washington chopped down the cherry tree, which is the Moorish flag. The name Moroccan is the name American is derived from the name Moroccan. So what I did was I superimposed the American flag, which is the Moroccan flag, over the land mass, what they call the United States. But this is Moorish land and not the United States. The United States is not the name of this country. The name of this country is Morocco. All right, so here I deal with the 4th of July, the astronomical, Masonical, and geometrical origin of July 4th, which is the Egyptian New Year. The helical based on the helical rising of Sirius, which brought about the inundation or flooding in the Nile River. So the July 4th is not a European holiday. July 4th is an Egyptian holiday. So this is on putting this in this proper perspective, reclaiming our culture, thereby empowering our people. I've been getting calls, emails from all over the country from brothers and sisters who are Eastern Stars and Masons in the lodge, and actually giving me great props and great appreciation for my putting masonry in its proper ancient culture perspective. I also deal with etymology, which is the history and origin of words, etymology and vocabulary, and in the movie Aquila and the Bee, played by Lawrence Fishburne and Kiki Palmer. Dr. Laramie prepares Aquila and Aquila for the National Script Spelling Bee and teaches her some of the techniques that I actually teach called etymology. So he told Aquila that big words are little words put together. So understanding the component parts, the prefixes, root words, and suffixes of words. Another point, this is the book that I have called Etymology and Vocabulary, and I have actually 33 sets. What this is I teach words in families. This is one family of words. The root words are quest, queer, quist, and rob, all right? And all these are in the same family and mean ask or seek. So when you teach words by family, basically what you can learn words by thousands, tens of thousands of words by studying words by family. Actually preparing you for Latin word studies as Spanish, Portuguese, French, and Italian or Latin languages. So another thing, this book is called Deceptive Meanings Attributed to the Name America and American, how the Europeans falsely claimed the name of the Moors. Now the Europeans are falsely claiming to be Americans. They taught us in history that the name America came from the name Americo Vespucci. That's a flat out lie. They told us that false history to claim the name. The name America is derived from the name Morocco. This is the Morocco. And not so we are the Americans. American, the definition of American in the Webster Universal 1936 edition, an aboriginal or one of the various copper-colored natives found on the American continent by the Europeans, the original application of the name. So George Bush, Al Gore, Hillary Clinton, and the gang are not Americans. They're English, they're Irish, they're French, they're Scottish, they're German, and not Americans. The name American means them not. Another point, too, we also been taught that white and black are skin colors. That white people, black people. No, white and black are legal statuses. George Bush is a black man. I'm a white man. I know it's confusing because we've been taught that white and black relates to skin color. They actually are legal statuses. White denotes the sovereign of the land. black denotes the foreigners of the land. So what they did was they traded places with us. We don't know meaning of words. In the Black Star Dictionary, Henry Campbell Black, 3rd edition, 1932 edition, it shows that the Europeans distorted the meaning of white in the 1790 Naturalization Act to mean those of the Caucasian race. But in the annotation section, it qualifies to whom that word belongs. It includes Magyars, Finns, Latins, Albanians, Phoenicians, Moorish inhabitants of Spain and Portugal. It does not mean Caucasian race. That's the 1932 edition of the 3rd edition of the Black Star Dictionary, on the term free white person. So I'm a white man, meaning I'm sovereign of the land, having nothing to do with complexion. Black and white having nothing to do with complexion. Karl Linnaeus, Francois Bernier, and Johann Friedrich Blumenbach created that false paradigm. So the modern concept of race was developed in the 1600s and 1700s by Francois Bernier, Karl Linnaeus, and Johann Friedrich Blumenbach. Karl Linnaeus, a Swedish naturalist, was the one who came up with the scientific classification of black, white, red, and yellow. His protege in 1795, Johann Friedrich Blumenbach, a German anthropologist, added the 5th class brown. So what they did was they classified the human family based on 4 constructs: skin tone, hair texture, cranial size, and phenotype. That definition of race is used today to steal our birthright.
Question. So what does the name Moorish mean? Where's the Moorish? The word Moorish come from?
Moor comes from the Libyan name, means land across the sea. All right. So it does not apply to Europeans at all. They're English, they're Irish, they're French, they're Scottish, they're German, and not Americans. They're stealing our birthright. It's called identity theft. So by George Bush, Al Gore, and the gang, by their falsely claiming the Americans and the Jew Americans not challenging them, they're stealing our birthright. But this white American is challenging the Europeans' false claim that they're Americans. Say it loud, I'm white and I'm proud. Sovereign of the land, having nothing to do with complexion.
With this information.
Yes, this information, I have a website called moorishcivilletter.net. MoorishCivilletter.net. And there's another website you can go to, rvbaypublications.com. It's rvbay, B-E-Y, publications with an S.com. So I have my newspaper you can order. There's also an electronic version of the paper. And the third issue will be out in about a week and a half. The featured article of the 3rd issue is titled Illuminati and Illumination of the Mind. The ancient musical scale, cellular memory, melanin, DNA, and the pineal gland. As what I'm doing is placing the word Illuminati in its ancient cultural and philosophical perspective. What the Europeans have done was distorted. All right? Now, this is the seal of the Illuminati. Now the question is, who are the Illuminati? We are those who are classified as Negro, colored, black, West Indian, Puerto Ricans, and jump, hop, skip, kind are the Illuminati. Illuminati deals with the illumination of the mind. All right? So you have so what the Europeans have done, for many years, is distort meaning of words, to steal our birthright. They suppress this culture application. So the general public thinks, particularly rappers and those in the entertainment industry, think that Illuminati is a European secret society. Absolutely not. Illuminati deals with the ancient culture, mind science of the ancient world. On that, I'll end. Thank you. Illuminati.
Peace.
And peace.